Alright, grade 9s, welcome back. We are quickly going to look at the picture number patterns briefly mentioned in the previous video. Firstly, you can see there I'm telling you it can take the form of a constant difference or ratio or even a quadratic number pattern. The first step you always need to do in any picture number pattern is going to be to go and count and write down the actual numbers for each of the figures. They can ask you to draw figures, like they can ask you to draw the fourth figure in this pattern, then you would draw 4 little houses. But in order to answer these questions and in order to determine what type of number pattern it is, the first step always remains, write down the numbers. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches in the first house, the little matchstick houses. Then we've got the 6 from the first house plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the second figure. Then we've got the 11 from the second plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 from the third figure. And this is what's going to be important to us. Using these three numbers, that is now my number pattern. Here I will determine whether there's a constant difference or a constant ratio or whether it's quadratic, and I will apply what I learned in the previous videos, being the constant difference or constant ratio later on, and I will apply those rules. So let's have a look. If I grab these, I'm going to drop them to the bottom here for now, just so I can squish them a bit together. Okay, from 6 to 11, I'm adding 5. 11 to 16, I'm adding 5 again. Once I see the same thing 2 times in a row, then I am sure that it is a constant difference number pattern. That just assures me that my difference is an addition of 5 every time. So that means we can already write down our general formula because we have our constant difference and we've got our first term. So let's see. Number 1, determine the general formula. For a linear or a constant difference number pattern, all we got to do is, again, use our constant difference times by n, so 5n. And what do I need to do to 5 to get to 6? I need to add 1. Again, as always, test it, pick a random one. I'm going to pick figure 2, which would be term number 2. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is going to give me 11, so there's 11 matchsticks in the second figure. Okay, so that all works out. Then determine the number of matches in figure 32. Again, it's nothing you haven't seen yet. They are just asking you what is the value of term number 32. So the 32nd term would be 5 times 32 plus 1. And we can type that straight into our calculators, getting 161 matches. You don't have to write matches. Again, it's more mathematically correct because that is the question they asked, but 161 will already get you the marks you need. And which figure has 46 matches? Again, they are giving you a term value. We want to know which number has that value. So that's working backwards. So again, we're going to use the 46 and set that equal to our general solution and solve the equation. 1 goes across and subtracts. 46 minus 1 is going to be 45. That's equal to 5n. We still need to divide by 5. 45 divided by 5 is going to be 9. So that means that term 9 has 46 matches, or figure 9 has 46 matches. Okay. So that is picture number patterns in a nutshell. First, write down your numbers for the amount of things in each figure, and then apply your knowledge from the other types of number patterns. Identify what type it is and work from there. We are going to use what we learned here in exercise 5 before we go on to the constant ratio number patterns, which is new for you, which will be in the next video.